Give Hannah the room, please. You think he should know this by now, right?
No, he does.
Okay.
Okay, I'd like to say thank you all again for coming, and as you know, this is for my speech class. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about how I got into running, because, I'm just transforming this old body now. Have any of you ever looked in the mirror and said, where in the world did all the time go? Where did these little rolls come from? Well, that's kind of where I was. So about 4 months ago, I had my little reality check, and I realized, okay, I really admitted it to myself, that I needed to lose some weight. I decided I'm 47, I'm not getting any younger, so I need to go ahead and start doing something about this now. I knew once I started working out, it would be easy once I actually got started. So I decided to go ahead and start doing this, and I knew that the payoff would be good. I knew that there would be weight loss and some muscle strength and some muscle building. And I knew that the more I worked out, I would have an overall better feeling. So in saying that, I'm kind of going to go over the different things that I did. First, I'll tell you what made me decide to run, which I kind of alluded to. Next, what I did to prepare to run, because I'm definitely not a runner. Where I am with my running now, and some benefits of the running. So, like I said earlier, kind of like that looking in the mirror and admitting to myself that I am not my daughter's age. I am 47, not 21, however old she is. I got on the scale, and I kind of had numbers that I didn't like so much. And I'm kind of like, did I just wake up and this happened? I'm also competitive with myself, and I think I'm my own worst enemy sometimes. I'm my biggest critic, which can be good and bad. And I wanted to be healthier. And then another reason, too, which is a big factor, is the gentleman that I'm seeing, he was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. And this is a man who exercises and ate relatively well, and all of a sudden he's got type 2 diabetes. So I wanted to help support him as well. And I wanted to get healthy, too. So we modified our diet. We started exercising more. And again, this is a man who's been in the military for 24 years. So he's been running for years and years and years. He went to school on a baseball scholarship, so, he was an athlete anyway. He's also my biggest supporter. He's a great personal coach. He doesn't patronize me or anything like that. And he's just been a really good support system. So we decided we're going to start doing this. I told him it was actually my idea that I wanted to start running and just becoming more active. I've always been in overall good health, but I knew that I had kind of slowed down on the exercising part. So the first thing was getting the right equipment. The equipment, you have to get running shoes and exercise clothes. I don't know how people run in baggy sweatpants, because I can't. Then, just the baby steps of it all, not being unrealistic about my goals. So I started, from a light post to a light post and built on that. And then I had my little quirky and my mental things. I have to give myself, okay, I'm going to run from here to that light pole, and then I'll add another light pole. But my quirkier things that he laughs at me about are, I have to put chapstick on every morning and 2 pieces of gum in my mouth. One on each side. He just thinks that's the weirdest thing. But it works for me. It gets me through my run. So every morning we get up at 5 a.m. I get my little cute clothes on because everybody cares about what I look like at 5 a.m. as I'm running and sweating my butt off down the street. Put my chapstick on, put my gum in, and start running. So like I said, I started with little goals, and we would run a couple light posts, and then we always had a stopping point, and then we'd walk, and then we'd run. So one morning he stopped, and I was like, oh no, we're going to keep going. So he said, okay, next post. I said, no, let's try the next one. I ended up running. I went from like a half a mile to a mile and a half that day because I just wasn't going to give up. That was my goal, was to finish that, and I ran until I got to the house that morning, which surprised the heck out of me. So that's how I got into that. I am now up to 2 miles every morning. I try to get in 2 miles in the morning and 2 miles in the evening. The morning one is more important to me, mainly because it kind of gets my metabolism going and gets me going in the morning. But I do try to get the second one in at least 3 times a week. So we do run every day. My goal is to run a 5K. There is a run called the Color Run, and they have it in different cities throughout the U.S., and it's a 5K run, and they have colorful powder that they throw on everybody. Everybody has to wear a white t-shirt. But that's my goal, to run that in February with my son. My son's very active. One of the biggest things is that, to me, to define my progress, is that I can actually talk and have a conversation as I'm running, instead of feeling like my lungs and heart are going to explode and I'm going to die on the side of the road. So I knew I was getting somewhere at that point. So then, there are obviously going to be benefits of running. Some of the benefits are, you don't need a gym for it. You can do it anywhere. We normally run and work out. If we work out, we even take our mats and our weights and everything outside to the park. We don't need the gym. It's great cardio, obviously. The Women's Health magazine actually says that running burns more calories than the treadmill, the ski machine, the stair stepper, the elliptical, and those products. It reduces stress, and I think that's one reason I like doing it in the morning as well. Kind of starts me off with a clean slate in the morning. And obviously, regular exercise of any kind prevents diseases and some cancers. Running is good for all ages, not just older people like myself, but I'm putting myself into that older category. The overall health benefits say enough of it anyway. The U.S. Surgeon General says it's important for older people to run as well, or at least to exercise on a regular basis, because it does build muscle strength and bone density, and because it can prevent some of the different illnesses. So now you know about my running. You knew first what made me decide to run, what I did to prepare to run, where I am with my running now, and some of the benefits of running. I feel much better now, and I do feel healthier. I sleep better at night, I eat better, and I've gained more muscle definition. And again, the best payoff to me was with Willie, with his diabetes. He went back for his physical this year. His blood counts were good. They actually took him off of his medical profile. They cut his medications down. So that proved to me that a lot of the illnesses that we know can be prevented anyway can truly be prevented and maintained. And the biggest thing, too, is be proud of your accomplishments. We high-five every morning after we do our run because it just, it's kind of like an encouragement to ourselves. So real quick, I'm just going to show you a cute little PowerPoint that I made. There was my reality check. The scale thing helped to me. And I knew I needed to do something, and there were things a Rocky should start. So, going to get all the gear, the sports bras, the shorts. There's a lot of stuff out there. There's a big market for this stuff. So, my cute clothes. Shoes. Have you guys seen sport shoes? I have no idea even where to start with those, so I just went with what was comfortable. I didn't even care about cute at that point. And then some of the really crazy shoes. I think my kids would kill me if I had either pair of any of those ones, except the ones on the left. And these are my shoes. Okay, that's the conservative I am. And, of course, my chapstick and my gum, the things I can't run without. Those get me through my run. Stupid as it sounds. And I thought, when I'm running, I'm like that. Even though in my mind I'm like that. I'm that marathon runner right there. I'm that racer girl. Where I started, I could barely make it around the block, or even to a couple of light posts. And then, then I started getting better and getting more stamina. And running can be painful, and I have fallen before, and Marcus thought it was the funniest thing when I told him about that story falling on the side of the road, and that was really my boo-boo right there. I know y'all wanted to see that, but I had to share. This just reinforces how I feel. I feel a lot more fit than I used to. Again, this was my goal. Those are actual pictures from one of the color runs. So if anybody wants to join me in a color run, I'm going to do it in February. And my results, I'm not afraid to get on the scale anymore. My legs, those are actually my legs. They're pretty muscular, and that's not me. But I finished with a smile. That's it? Yay!